Hey guys, so I want to talk about something. First off, I have an Instagram account called Lolly underscore behind underscore scenes. That is my second Instagram account for all the behind the scenes footage. Like you get behind the scenes footage, live stream, things that like you wouldn't see usually. It's kind of like almost a VIP experience where you get more stuff in my everyday life. Versus in my main Instagram account, you get the like serious work version of me. I wanted to talk about being you and like that sort of thing. I think JoJo came out recently. She pretty much came out saying that she might be gay. And that's fine. Like, I'm happy she is being herself. And I know what, like, not being yourself to the fullest. I know that a lot because I remember like around music class. I'm the type that if I meet a stranger, I'm gonna be shy. Okay, I was a lot worse when I was little, like with the shy thing. And but if I meet a fan, it's a different experience. If you see me out in public, feel free to come up after a picture, maybe after a little video, like a special message from me. And also, by the way, if any of you ever just want a birthday message or like just a fun little video or something, just DM me on Instagram and I'll give you one. The reason and then I do it over Cameo is because I'm not high enough up yet to where I think people will pay for a video from me, but and so yeah, so like I still like, for people who do like just want a birthday message or something from me or just a fun little video just so they can have a special video that was designed towards them. Instagram, I got you covered. Also, like it's just fun. Like it's fun and with Instagram I don't require you to pay. Like literally if like your payment is just to DM me, like saying, and I want a birthday message for this person, or like, I want a message from you. That's your payment. It's just letting me know. And if you want to get it even faster, then you can also like one of my posts and I'll like have it to you like as fast as I can. Like that bonus, but honestly, I get to them pretty fast if you want that. But yeah. So, when I'm going to talk about, like, when I first started, like, my first day of music. So, before, I was very, very shy. Like, this day, partly because I went to a place called Head Start, and, like, I also went to More at 4, which was a thing, but other than that, that was like a year before, like, I pretty much always was around my parents growing up, because I was always homeschooled, and that's true, I like being homeschooled. I like being homeschooled for multiple reasons. First up, with homeschool, I like it when my dad does it. That's better. With homeschool, it gives me more time to focus on my career and doing what I love. And what I love is just, like, like, just being focused on my career and just having fun and stuff, and that's great. And like, yeah, but with homeschool, I get a lot more time for, like, dance and stuff. So as most people are in school learning, because with homeschool, how we do it is that I'm in school for like maybe 2.5 hours at most. It depends on the day and what we have going on. If we have like somewhere we like have to go, then it's usually like just however long within 2.5 we can get in. But if it's like a normal day with like nothing really going on, then we usually go from like maybe like I want to say around 2.5 hours. And it's not like I'm learning less. Like here's the thing, and I like homeschool because I'm the type you can give me instructions and I'm not gonna figure it out. I'm the type that you have to show me multiple times. Like, you can't just do a math, like a new type of math, and just show me one and expect me to get it. No, I'm not going to understand it. You have to show me step by step, each step, like maybe 8 or 9 times. Then I might be able to kind of get it. And, that's fine. Like, yeah. It's fine, Sam. It's just my mom phoned me. But yeah, like, so I like being homeschooled, but like, so I was always used to like being with my parents. And my dad, I like when he homeschooled me because he can teach it in a way that I understand. Like, I have a very specific way that I learn, and if you try anything outside of that way, I'm not gonna understand it. Versus he knows how to explain it in that way because he was taught that way. Like that's how he learned. So now it's easier for him to teach me. So yeah. But back to the story. So basically, when I show up to music class, and this was like the year before my crush started coming. And I walk in and I'm like, I kind of don't want to be here because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know anything. So at this point, I was just traumatized. Like, I just didn't want to be there. And honestly, then, and like, I was so shy that, like, I wouldn't even walk in. The teacher later came in and, like, you can come sit by me, and, like, explained it all. And, like, yeah, so the first day I was a wreck. And I was kind of a wreck that entire year. And to the point where, like, I was always the one, like, in the corner, and you came up to me, I would, like, kind of move away. Like, I don't like talking to people. Like, literally the whole point of music class was to make friends and, like, interact. And I was not that. I was the opposite of that. Um, then, and so we're gonna fast forward like a year. Mm. At this point, I pretty much never really like fully came out and like showed who I was. Like, I never really showed my personality. I mean, no one really knew anything about me. Like, I'm like no one there anyway, and it was I'm to a very like over the top scary point of how shy I was. Then my crush came in the first week. I went like, wait, I want nothing to do with this person. Like, I just like backed into my bubble. It was all like I had a bubble, and in my bubble was me, and that was it. Like, everything I kept to myself. I never talked. I never like did literally, I would participate in things, but I wouldn't talk. I would just kind of do it, and if anyone tried to just say anything to me or something, and I would just kind of do it, and if it was fine, which it always was. And then but I wasn't really talk. Well then, after a while, I feel like my crush definitely changed that a lot, in a good way, if that makes, I definitely not much would change, but definitely, something, I definitely started showing my personality more, and it was shocking with how much it had just changed. I definitely was just more, at that point, I feel like the week that it really changed was, the first week that me and my crush were the only ones that showed up. Oh no. Okay. And then I'm like, yes, because at this point I'm like, in a way, it's yes, because me, it's a big yes, because, and we both have fun and stuff. Maybe it could take me to dating my crush. I was just kind of happy this one week, and you couldn't take the smile off my face, and it was just fun. And that week, I feel like I started definitely changing, and I definitely went in more confident in myself. And that it was never that I was never unconfident, because I always have been pretty confident. I never doubted myself. Oh, there's never been that. It's always been that, I'm keeping to myself, nothing, and no one's gonna get me to open up more. And that makes sense, that music. And the funny thing is that day something actually happened before. So before we left for music class, I actually put on lipstick. I put on so basically I had this set of fake makeup essentially. So it's really it's children's makeup. You know how there's those makeup palettes that don't show up or anything. So yeah, I put on a lipstick and it didn't show up. And for me to do that, I'm feeling lucky, in a way of that. I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna try to show off to my crush a little bit, and I'm gonna try to have fun. Yeah. For me to put on lipstick before, it's it's the wrong okay. And it's a big deal because I hate lip makeup. Now I have a lipstick that I will wear because I like the lipstick that I will wear. Actually, Skylar and her mom picked it out for Christmas. They got me a bunch of makeup, and yeah, and I like this one lipstick because it doesn't feel like you're wearing lipstick. Okay, when you first put it on, it's you can kind of tell, but then, and it kind of sits for a minute. It kind of dries a little. Because I found that lipstick does kind of dry a little bit, and when you wipe it, it doesn't come off as easy. But yeah, and so I'm yes. And I know, and that makes sense, after a minute, lipstick just kind of, doesn't come off as easy, but comes off and that's not as like goopy feeling. And you may think I'm talking about other lip makeup. I know it looks. And so like a nice little but with this one I like because after a minute it doesn't feel like you're wearing lipstick, which is cool. Like every lipstick that I've tried up to this point, I can always kind of tell that I'm wearing it. But this one, like, no. I like it. And it's also a pretty good color. Or like, yeah, it's a pretty good color. So yeah. Yeah, but for me, I and my mom was kind of shocked. She went like, okay, she's wearing lipstick. Like, okay, we'll let her have it. Like, my mom was always very, very picky with makeup. Like, when I was growing up, like, it was very just picky about, like, oh, you can't wear this, but you can wear this. Oh, you can wear this, like she's always been kind of picky, and actually, only 1 year for Christmas, as I was like 12 at the time or something, and my niece bought me a bunch of makeup, and my mom kind of, at first she was annoyed, because she was like, you're too young for a lot of this, like mascara and and then after like 10 seconds, she was like, you know what, it's fine, like, it's, she was like, it's fine, just don't wear it, like, super dark, and, like, she gave me all these rules, like, you're not gonna wear it super dark, you're not gonna wear this, like, every day, you're gonna wear it, like, you can wear it, but, like, don't be like the person who wears makeup every day, like, wear it, like, when you go out, or, like, just on, like, times when you're, like, going out in public, or you're, like, on your birthday, or, like, different things. And then after, like, the next day, she basically had no rules with it, except for not to wear it super dark. Which was good. And that's reasonable, because, and also that I had to approve, or anytime I would, like, do it, I would have to show her first and approve, to get her approval to make sure that's not too dark, because, yeah, you know. So yeah, like, that was the thing, but you know what, and then later, so time for another little story. And so this day, it was a music class. This day, I got so annoyed over something. So basically, Bella's sister was down. Like, we were watching her for a while. Well, because here's the thing. If you see me and Bella's sister out in public, she looks older. The reasoning is because I'm short. And that's fine. Like, it never got me down. Like, I'm short and she's close to average. You know, the height kind is a big thing. And this one, we were watching her, and pretty much what happened was that the week before she had went to music class with me, and, like, totally fine. Like, the teacher had no issue with her joining us. And yes, and afterwards, or she said something about how she might come the next week because we were watching her for like 2 weeks. You know, like, then basically what happened was, so it was finally the day I was so excited, like, because I got excited on music class day because it meant I was going to see my crush and, like, that situation. And later this day something funny happened. And it's funny, and I look back on it and I regret it so bad. Right? Basically, in case you're like, I'm thinking I may not go. And I'm like, and I got so upset over it. Because I, like, in a way wanted her because to go back, same time, like, now, looking back on it, I'm like, why? Because of one reasoning, and I'll get to that in the story. But yeah, like, because I don't know, like, I feel like when she came, it kind of just, like, was the distraction so I could still be there and I could do my thing and have fun, but also, like, not have to worry as much about, like, someone coming up and, like, talking to me. Other than my crush, that is. And then, basically what happened was, I like, threw a fit. Like, I was so upset. And I don't really know why. Like, and then, yeah, basically things happen. So basically then, and finally I'm like, she's like, fine, like, I'll go this 1 week. You know, like, but afterwards, I'm not saying if I'm going the next week, that way this doesn't happen again. And so then we get there, and I'm like, crap. I got so upset in my head because I'm like, cause if I didn't have thrown a fit, she wouldn't have came, and that would have meant I would have had music class to just me and my crush, and I'm like, of all weeks to be throwing a fit, this had to happen, like, on the one I threw a fit over. And then basically music class was fun. Like, it was definitely fun and, like, but yeah, that, I'm, for the, and I was upset because I could have had music class to just me and my crush. Yeah, like, but yeah, it was, like, kind of messed up, and that week, like, was just very interesting. Like, I liked when no one else really showed up, but me and my crush, because first up, it meant that, like, if we did anything partner related, we were immediately put as partners because we're the only two that showed up, you know. But also because we kind of got to customize music class and make sense. Like, the teacher would give, like, different options, and we could, like, kind of pick. Now, me, I never really cared. Right? So I just kind of went with whatever my crush picked because, like, I'm not picking, like, I'm pretty much down to do, like, anything at this point. But yeah, I'll admit that when I feel like once I kind of met my crush, I was definitely more like, oh, you see more to me.